So today I am at the Grand Seiko Salon in UB City in Bengaluru, and let's see some of the Grand Seiko watches. Let's go inside. Hi everyone. Today I'm going to talk about a watch brand that is one of my favorites, if not the most. The one I have here with me is the Grand Seiko Morning Frost with the most advanced movement to exist till date, the Spring Drive. बस नाम ही काफ़ी है. But before I tell you why I love Grand Seiko, we have to understand a little bit about time and how we perceive it. I have three different watch movements with me: a quartz, an automatic, and a spring drive. If you look at the second hand of a quartz watch, it ticks every second. If you see the second hand on an automatic watch, it vibrates. For this one, it's 6 beats per second. But what do you see in the Grand Seiko? The second hand neither ticks nor vibrates, it glides. But what makes this gliding motion so special? Because at the end of the day, each one of these is going to tell you the same time, but only one of them tells you the nature of time. आपने एक कहावत तो सुनी होगी, वक्त किसी के लिए नहीं रुकता, ना ही ठहरता है और ना रुक रुक के चलता है. वक्त एक नदी की तरह बहता है. In fluid mechanics, this is what we call a streamline motion. Time flows only in one direction, like a river. Have you seen a river flow in steps or in beats? No, right? It just flows. And a Grand Seiko Spring Drive is the closest physical manifestation of time on your wrist. The flow of time is continuous, and so is the second hand on this watch. Before we talk about this particular one, let's understand Grand Seiko as a watch brand first. Seiko was established in 1881, but Grand Seiko was born in 1960. But what was the need or the goal of creating another brand when you already have Seiko? Well, they wanted to make an ideal watch which would be precise, durable, and would have a style. In short, they wanted to challenge the Swiss industry and prove that Japan can also make luxury high-end watches with far better precision than the Swiss counterparts. The first Grand Seiko was a major advance. It was accurate to within plus 12 to minus 3 seconds a day and offered a power reserve of 45 hours. It was just the beginning. By 1964, they added a date function as well and increased the water resistance level to 50 meters. In 1968, Grand Seiko was awarded the best mechanical movement in the Geneva Observatory competition, and then there was no turning back. In pursuit of precise timekeeping, they made quartz that surpassed other quartz watches, which had an error of plus minus 10 seconds per year. But in 1977, someone saw a dream of making a mechanical watch with the accuracy of a quartz watch. Yoshikazu, an engineer in the Seiko Corporation, wanted to meet the level of accuracy of quartz watches, which was back then plus minus 1 second a day, but in a mechanical watch with a mainspring, so it can last forever without a battery. Imagine combining classical physics and quantum mechanics and coming up with a unified field theory. It's like the best of both worlds. After 600 prototypes and 28 years later, a new movement was born, the Spring Drive. Can you imagine funding an R&D project that took 28 years to come to market? You have to respect Seiko for the innovation they believe in and invest in. The watch I have here is the most affordable Spring Drive from the Grand Seiko, which retails at 4.5 lakhs. It might not sound affordable, but if you look at the price performance ratio, which means कि जितना प्राइस आप पे कर रहे हो उसके हिसाब से कौन बेटर वैल्यू ऑफर करता है, जिसे हम वैल्यू फॉर मनी भी कहते हैं. Grand Seiko is way better than a Rolex, I feel. Apart from the Spring Drive, Grand Seiko is also known for their unique and amazing dial textures. This particular model is named as the Morning Frost, as the dial is inspired by the sunlight shimmering on an early morning frost in the Shinshu region of Japan, where the Spring Drive movements are made. Hopefully one day I get to visit the Grand Seiko facility in Japan. This model SBGA413 comes in a 40mm stainless steel dial with 9R65 spring drive movement. It has a date window at 3 o'clock and a power reserve of 72 hours, which you can easily see on the indicator at 8 o'clock. You can see the indicator powering up when I wind the watch. This one comes with a screw down crown and 100 meters of water resistance. The accuracy of this watch is plus minus 1 second a day and plus minus 15 seconds a month. The case back is not transparent in this one, but has an engraving of the lion emblem of the Grand Seiko. It comes with a sapphire crystal and is very resistant to magnetic fields as well. Grand Seiko has also unveiled its first official boutique in India last year. It's just a few kilometers from my place, So let's go visit.
Kapil Ahmed. I've been associated with Grand Seiko from last 2 years.
Okay.
And I welcome you to the first ever Grand Seiko Salon in UB City, Bangalore.
Thank you so much.
All your questions.
I see a lot of Grand Seikos. This is like utopia to me.
Yeah.
But आपका कौन सा सबसे favorite Grand Seiko है?
So Grand Seiko पे, if you see, there are many lovely watches, and globally those are doing very well, and people know by their names.
Yeah.
Suppose the Snowflake.
The Snowflake is the classic.
Classic one. Yeah. Then we have the Cherry Blossom 4 Season collection, which is Shunbun, which comes in the 62 GS, titanium, ultra lightweight. So this is very light. This is very light. I like the watch because of the proportion, the dial, the texture, different lighting condition. You have the different feel of the watch, the dial. So it's a very subtle kind of a design, and people love the watch. I personally love the watch.
The
Shunbun one, yeah. And इसके अलावा मैं अगर आपको कुछ बताऊँ तो we have a let me see, yeah. So this white birch. This is the
Grand
model.
Seiko white birch.
Yes, the white birch.
This also got the award, right?
Award, yes. 2021 GPHG Switzerland में.
Yeah.
This got the men's favorite watch award. So this is basically a inspired by the white birch trees, yes, in Japan.
Yes. Yeah.
And this has got the Evolution 9 collection, which gives you 5 days of power reserve.
This is 5 days of power reserve.
5 days of power
reserve. So usually Grand Seiko has either 3 days or 5 days.
5 days, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the second hand is also something special,
yes,
right?
Yes. So the thing is, this is not painted. This is heated blue.
Got it.
Heated blue. And if you see the dial inside, the faceted, we call the indices are multifaceted dials.
Got
and
it.
then we have the date window. Then we have the Zarastu finishing, which is the renowned Zarastu hand finishing. Broader bracelet. Broader bracelet sits perfectly well on your wrist.
For those of you who don't know what's a heated blue second hand is basically, it is not painted. The steel is heated to a temperature where it turns into this particular color. And it's a very narrow window. If you heat it a little bit more, it will turn black.
Correct.
So it's a very precise thing to heat it, the steel to a certain temperature.
Exactly.
Like one of my favorite is the white birch.
Those who don't know much about the Snowflake, this inspired by the snow settles on the top of the Mount Fuji, where the fresh snow falls. And they have taken the inspiration, they made the dial beautifully. And like the camera doesn't do justice much, but if you see on the naked eye, you'll feel how beautiful the dial made. And again, it comes with the heated blue needles, Zarastu finishing, titanium, 30% lighter than steel.
Kapil, since spring drive movement is something which only Grand Seiko does.
Exactly.
तो इसको रिपेयर करना या सर्विस करना लोगों को पता ही नहीं है. So can you tell me what's the rough service interval of a Grand Seiko spring drive specifically?
See, as you rightly said, spring drive is the USP of Grand Seiko watches, where you get the highest level of accuracy with zero vibration in it. Maintain करना काफी आसान है. You have the automatic function, you have the hand wind thing. So there is no exact particular time where you should come to us and show your watch that is there anything goes wrong with the watch. It's nothing like that. Unless you feel any deviation in the watch timekeeping and accuracy. We hardly find any clients of ours who coming with their watch asking for servicing. But yeah, if I would tell you the roughly time, maybe after 10-15 years, it depends using.
Got it.
But anyway, we'll provide you the 5 years international warranty, which is valid everywhere
across all the watches of Grand Seiko.
Across all the watches. And if you come to us, we'll book the watch, we'll send it to our nearest service center, which is Kochi. And if they find anything which needs to be done more, then they will send it to Japan. And depends upon parts and availability, it may take up to 2 to 3 months. We will get back to your watch.
Yeah, so I see I have not seen this watch.
Yeah.
This is a GMT. Tell me something about this.
Yeah, so this got recently launched in January 2025. In 44 GS, the OG case of Grand Seiko. Yeah, and this inspired by the Japanese washi paper. Okay. So they consider it is a very lucky and very prosperous to their culture. And this comes in a GMT high bit movement. And it's only 150 pieces around the Asia Pacific region. And this is the first ever piece. So luckily we have the first ever piece out of 150 pieces. And the numberings are also mentioned.
Just 150?
150. 1 out of 150 pieces. Beautiful watch in 44 GS. Brilliant steel.
I recently got to know that, see, Grand Seiko is like the upper end of Seikos, like it's a different entity altogether.
Exactly.
I know. But I also recently got to know that there is another brand which is called Credor, which is also owned by Seiko Watch Corporation.
Exactly.
I have never seen it anywhere.
Yeah,
by any chance, do you have one?
Yeah, I'd love to show you. We have two exclusive exhibitional pieces.
Exactly. Okay, cool.
Please come inside.
So let's get inside. So I have a Credor here with me. I think India में कहीं नहीं दिखेगा ये watch.
Exactly.
कपिल इसके बारे में आप कुछ बताओ.
जी, so Credor एक बहुत ही exclusive watch brand है under Grand Seiko. So these are done by the micro artisan studios by the master craftsmen, and this is entirely done by hand, made by hand, paint by hand.
Okay.
And this comes in a precious metal, which is a 18 karat gold and platinum.
अच्छा ये पूरा gold.
Yeah, it's extremely rare piece. And if you see the dial, is completely porcelain dial, heated blue with the hand painted Credor logo on it, alligator leather, 18 karat gold, and very smooth dial movement.
This is some serious goal if you want to have one really good watch. Thanks, Kapil. I love having that conversation with you. I hope my viewers will like it. Thank you.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for showing this to the watch lovers. They will appreciate it. I hope so.
let's get back to studio. There's so much more that I want to talk about, but this video was a brief introduction of my love for Grand Seiko, which is going to continue if you follow this channel. I actually wanted to explain how the spring drive movement works, but it would have been too much for this video. Let me know if you want to understand the mechanics of a spring drive. I would also like to thank the Grand Seiko executives for letting me shoot in their salon, because it was not a paid collaboration or anything. I just showed up into their shop and wanted to shoot. So I just really want to thank Salman and Kapil for helping me with the shoot. Also, I want to thank my channel members for believing in me. I try to post some extended cuts of the Watch podcast for members only. Please do check it out. That was it. I hope you liked this video. In case you did, give it a thumbs up. वरना मुझे पता कैसे चलेगा. वैसे comments में भी बता ही सकते हो. And do subscribe for more watch content. And I'll see you next time.